Several years ago, when I first moved to the US, I decided that I want to help people that have gone through cancer and then had experienced huge challenges. So there was an opportunity to volunteer at a place called Gilda's Club in Nashville. I've been a life coach for 3 years back then, had a few clients here and there, and I decided, I'm going to do this. I really want to use my own survival experience as I'm a cancer survivor of several cancers to help other people using the tools that now I know, all the things that I learned in my process. I submit an application and I talked to somebody, was interviewed, I told them my program. I was just starting out on these workshops. And then finally the day came and I went there. I had all these slides, videos that I want to play, that I had written things and reminders. The coaching tool I was going to share with them. There are only two people in this workshop. It was supposed to last 2 hours. So the first person introduced himself. The wife just died of cancer, and during her treatment, he got addicted into marijuana and he needed help. He was in a very low place. And then there was this woman, and she was very lethargic, but she was there. So she introduced herself. I'm going to use, fictitious names and all that, so to preserve. So she said, hello, my name is Julie. I have a terminal brain cancer, and I don't know if I'm going to make it today. When she said that, what happened in me was that everything I had prepared for was irrelevant. All the studies, all the experiences, all the knowledge, all the coaching, all the books I read, all the clients I had before, everything was irrelevant. There was a life, there was a person right there in front of me in that moment. And I prayed that I could help that person. I didn't want her to waste what could be the last 2 hours of her life. And then I closed everything, the computer, the flip charts, everything that I had brought. And I allowed God to work through me. I did the workshop and left asking myself, what are you doing? You playing here? This is real stuff. This is serious. Those are real people, real lives. And I wasn't sure if I should come back next month or if I should keep doing that. But my desire to help people was much stronger than me. There was some drive within me that just kept me going every time. And I kept changing the name of the workshops and the number of classes, and from mandatory to optional to, join any class, or I was just trying to help. I have met wonderful people throughout the journey, that experience. And then one day I was going through another cancer. It was superficial, but when it really gets to you, it's like, what kind of life is that I have? I need my oxygen mask. And I decided that was going to be my last workshop. This was a series of 7 weeks. And I told them I was no longer going to do that. It was time for me to stop. It was taking a lot from me. It was really draining me. And I felt like I needed that energy at that moment to go through whatever I had to go through, surgeries and whatever. So I am there in my last class of the 7 weeks. And they tell me that this was 2 years after my first workshop there. And they told me that there was somebody that wanted to see me after I finished my class. They said, well, they could join. And they said, no, first I want to see you at the end. They said, okay. So I, finished the workshop. It was beautiful. There were, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 people there. I guess that was the most that I had in my classes back then. And I was very grateful for those people that I was able to help. I was able to somewhat plant a seed that they too could survive that they could be okay, that their families are going to be okay, their moms or their dads or friend or whoever it was. This is a place for people impacted by cancer. So everybody that was there had cancer as part of their life somewhat. So I finished the workshop, and then everybody left the room very grateful and were actually hugging me. And I was the one that was feeling enriched by that opportunity to assist them. It really touched me how they felt that they were appreciating what I was trying to do my way. There was no manual or anything like that. I was just doing anything from my heart, everything from my heart. And then I was just packing my things, my my bag, my material, and all that. And I see this woman walking towards me. She left this room, and she came towards me. I said, "I can't believe it. It's you." She gave me a big hug. She was so well. She looked healthy, tired, but healthy and well and happy. And I said, "What happened?" She said, "It's all your fault." After that day, do you remember that day? I said, "I do." I started doing all the things that I always wanted to do, and I felt like I couldn't do because I was gonna die. And I enrolled into cooking classes and piano lessons and dancing lessons and painting and quilting. And I've been doing all those things. I'm really busy with my life. I'm not having time for cancer. That was Julie. And this is why I am doing this. For all the Julies out there. For every and each one of you. There is so much more for you to do here. And I want to hold your hand. I want to do that with you. It's not easy to go alone. But together we go further. I've gone through that too. I've gone through a lot of stuff too. Yeah, every time I was there doing those workshops, I felt like I have not gone through anything. Because the things that people are going through are real. And it felt like it was easy when I went through that, but see and watch people going through it, it becomes so real. I understand you. And I want to be with you. I want you to join me. This beautiful journey that we have. There is so much life here still. For me, for you, for the ones you love. Let's do this. Because you deserve much more. Don't let it kill you before you die.